And I was hoping things would just get better, and they didn't. And so I said, well, I think we'll try discovery awareness. And the effect was now our staff are a lot more kind of relaxed. A client who was on our caseload for a year, I think, anxiety and challenging behaviour. So there's a young man with autism, a lot of kind of autistic type behaviours, difficult to encourage to do things, and so he was eventually just staying in his room and not coming out because he was scared he was going to hit somebody. Long complicated history for the reasons for that, but people started thinking about his attachment patterns and his, that was good in a way, because they were thinking about his relational ties to people and how that caused him anxiety, so that there's kind of a way in. So my trainee psychologist went in and did an attachment assessment, which kind of showed what I initially thought, that there wasn't really an attachment problem. He had very good family background in childhood, but he was very anxious about lots of things, and his behaviour was quite extreme. So very quickly you could say, oh yes, he's anxious. So what would then happen is the staff would back off. And again, the client ended up in his bedroom, or he ended up lying on a couch, sofa in the living room. And I think that's to keep other people off the sofa, maybe. But his body, he was kind of all hidden up in the corner, lying along. Obviously didn't want to do anything, so the staff would leave him. So he didn't do anything, which made the next time staff came to ask him what to do even worse, because he had just kind of avoided the anxiety. And so that was always really difficult. And I was hoping things would just get better, and they didn't. And so my trainee left, became qualified, and is now working somewhere else. And so I said, well, I think we'll try discovery awareness. So we had two discovery awareness meetings, and again the staff started thinking differently because of what they saw in the film, on the clips. Helped them think a bit wider about what was possibly going on for this client lying down. And I think because they were able to stick with the inquiry, they begin to see that actually he wasn't always anxious completely all the time. It wasn't a kind of, it wasn't a, I suppose before they had this expectation that his anxiety would just go up through the roof. But now, because of their watching him in more detail, they could see, well, that's not necessarily so. And the effect was now the staff are a lot more kind of relaxed. So they might ask him if he wants to go out for a walk, and he'll say, no, don't want to, I might hit somebody, kind of thing. But then they'll leave that, come back 2 minutes later and say, okay, should we go for that walk now? And he'll just get up and go for the walk. Whereas I think a year ago, they would have just left him and think, well, I'm busy, I've got to work with this other client, and just sort of leave him, because they would think categorically that he didn't want to go for a walk. And so then there's more flexibility now for them. So I think the effect of that, the manager said to me, everything's fine, the staff are more relaxed and more open to possibilities. They know that whatever the client says isn't necessarily true. They're more flexible. So that's kind of that was the effect, really.
Without any power to control, Mother Nature's on a roll and we are gone.